iRacing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics, engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 170,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsports organizations like NASCAR to deliver virtual races based on the real-life NASCAR Cup Series, as well as many other series on the NASCAR ladder. iRacing also features team racing, providing a variety of options for members to create and manage their own teams. Race with friends or real-world teammates in full-length endurance events like the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, or the Bathurst 12 Hour. Additional partners include IMSA, World of Outlaws, Supercars, and IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own Indianapolis 500, Bathurst 1000, Chili Bowl, and many more iconic events. This is iRacing, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car. Sign up today at iRacing.com.
Welcome in here, race fans, to the Chicagoland Speedway, home to round number 11 for the Salt Flat IROC Series. Right here tonight on the Turn 3 Racing Network, we go racing here at the 1.5-mile Super Speedway. Super Speedway, you say? It says Speedway, Roger. Well, that is correct, race fans. The super late models here tonight will draft, and it will look like a super speedway. More passes here tonight expected than what we had just a couple weeks ago at Iowa. That's what we're going to be keeping a close eye on here tonight, as there's plenty of room out there to run 2, 3, and possibly 4 wide here tonight. Race fans, are you ready? Because it's going to be 60 laps of hard pounding, well, IROC racing action here. And I'll be your host all right here up inside the booth tonight, pushing all the buttons, hitting all the switches, bringing you all the live camera feed. My name is Roger Muse, race fans. We welcome you here tonight. Qualifying has already been done. All the drivers know where they will line up here tonight. We're just finishing up a little bit of a warm-up session, as there you see it. The checkered flag has flown on our practice session. Before we go racing, though, we got to thank not only all the race fans that are tuning in here tonight, we got to thank all the sponsors and, of course, our friends over at Pay to Win Setups for helping us out and getting these setups to us here this season. They are the official setup shop for the Salt Flat IROC Series. Of course, we got to thank Taz Motorsports, Jordan Hen Racing, along with Racing with Heroes, Griffith Stone, Finesse Laser Designs, and Raise Energy Drink. And of course, without you race fans, we wouldn't be able to do this. So what do you say we take you through your starting lineup here tonight for round number 11. Starting on the front row, driving the 04 machine out of Utah, it's going to be Danny Valenzuela. Starting behind them, driver out of Plano, Texas, driving the number 5. This will be Jordan Smith. Starting row number 2, driving car number 3 in position number 3 here tonight. This is Ryan Tiny Horse Johnson. Then back into the 4th position, out of Toledo, Ohio, driving for the deeper, darker dew, the number 88 of Jamie Leach. Starting in the 5th position, it's the 3-wide motorsports driver, the 61 of DJ Mitzel. Starting 6th, he is out of Tennessee. He goes by the name of Racing Jason Griffith Dobbs Jennings. 4-6, this is the fan favorite of Racing Jason Dobbs. Starting 7th, this is the driver out of Las Vegas, Nevada, driving the number 38 for the deeper, darker dew crew. This is Cody Levitt. And the driver out of Florida, he drives for the Coast to Almost Coast team. It's the 26 of Darrell Clotter. 9th, the driver out of Virginia. He says he goes to went to public school. He drives the 33. This is Greg O'Berry. Driver out of Kutztown, Pennsylvania, driving the number 31 for the Keystone Motorsports stable. This is Donald Bennett. Coast to Almost Coast, number 62 of Colton Farrell out of Sparks, Nevada. He'll start 11th. Starting in the 12th position, driving the number 19 out of Virginia. This is the BMX rider of Russ Hancock. And starting shotgun to the field here tonight, the driver out of Texas, it's the 56 of Stephen Pugh. That's your starting lineup, race fans. Are you ready to go racing here tonight at the Chicagoland Speedway? 60 laps of racing action about to come your way. Danny Valenzuela, Jordan Smith, the two drivers on the front row here tonight as the iRacing.com pace car makes the left-hand turn. It's off the racing surface. And we are green flag racing here tonight for round number 11. So as round 11 starts, everybody will go down into the corner as they are looking all like they want to find a home right now, as Greg O'Berry wants to find a home coming up through the middle. Out of turn number 1, it will be Jordan Smith out front, but here comes Tiny Horse Ryan Johnson looking to the inside of Danny Valenzuela. Valenzuela having his third consecutive race front row starting spot here with the IROC series. Valenzuela losing a little ground. Jordan Smith will lead lap number 1 here tonight. Talked about Greg O'Berry coming up through the field. It looks like O'Berry has faded just a little bit. He only picked off 1 there while he was 3 wide racing. We'll look at Racing Jason. He's picked up 3 spots, 1 lap, looking for more, digging on the bottom of turn number 2. Had a little bit of a run there, and then it looks like it just kind of hit that brick wall there, riding behind Ryan Johnson. There's Danny Valenzuela going up the track as we go on board with our Jordan Hen Racing onboard camera with Ryan Johnson. Smith continues to lead. Everybody has really gone single file except for Greg O'Berry. He's working the inside of the speedway. He'll try to get around that number 38 of Cody Levitt. Something that we weren't thinking we were going to see is Greg O'Berry and Cody Levitt working towards the top side of the speedway. But right now, it seems like a couple of these drivers are trying the outside. There's Colton Farrell, the driver out of Sparks, Nevada. Had a birthday a couple months back and still out there celebrating. See him all sorts of sideways. Cars sideways coming through the center of the corner. Center off is just driving off that right rear as, he's actually going to get the wall going down into the corner. You saw the 62 bounce off the wall. Darrell Clauter right behind him had to hit the brakes, and now Colton sideways in that 62. Looks like he's going to go down to the apron 3 wide there as Darrell Clauter works to the outside with Donald Bennett. They were side-by-side racing. There's the 19 of Hancock and Stephen Pugh also getting around. So Colton Farrell going to go from running 8th all the way back to the 13th here. Front of the field, Jordan Smith. Ryan Johnson, Racing Jason. This time by to be 5 laps in the books. DJ Mitzel is right there. He just took his Grand Prix number 61. The driver that races super speedways more often than not. DJ Mitzel now taking over P number 3. Greg O'Berry still trying to work his way through this field. Now he'll work to the outside here with a driver out of Utah. That's going to be Danny Valenzuela down there. Danny was just telling me here before we came live onto the air that he actually just picked up his Jordan Hen Racing t-shirt. And race fans, we got to thank each and every one of you that are tuning in here tonight that are part of the Salt Flat page that did see that post. If you missed it, we are officially riding on board because of all of our fans and our supporters. We are riding on board with Jordan Hen Racing number 77H this season. Got the Turn 3 logo on that car. They're helping support us as we support them. And after a rough year last year, all the short tracks and all the races around the country need a little support from all of us. Thank you. And they thank all of you for picking up the Jordan Hen t-shirt. Danny just got his. He said he'll wear it to the races this week out in Utah. Battle for the race lead, though, here on lap number 8. Tiny Horse all hollowed out to the inside. That Yoda was definitely wiggle wobbling there with that number 3 as he tried to get to the inside of Jordan Smith. Was not quite able to make that pass either as he had to fall back in line. 3 little car breakaway. Smith, Johnson, Mitzel Dobbs is back there about a half a second back, called about 3-4 car lengths between the third place and the fourth place driver. Cody Levitt up high, wide, and handsome around the outside. That is the 88, though. The first purple car you see on the screen, that is Jamie Leach. And after having a very rough week last week, Jamie Leach is here to try and have himself at least a solid finish tonight. It's just been a down season for the driver out of Ohio. Jamie has lost one spot from where he started here tonight. He's still running in that 5th position. Greg O'Berry is the man on the mission, that is for sure. He has picked up the most spots so far, and that's 4 spots gained. Danny Valenzuela has lost 7 spots since the drop of the green flag. He is back to running in that 8th position. Here comes Racing Jason, though. He got a great run that time off of turn number 4. Tried to side draft that number 61 of Pitzel. Now they're going to go side by side. Leach going to slide up the track just a little bit. He had to lift. That made O'Berry have to lift too. And oh, look at Dobbs. He was definitely dirt tracking the 98 out the gate. That old boy knows how to wheel it. Driver out of Crossville, Tennessee. Used to run hobby stock 4 cylinders down there on the Red Clay in Tennessee. Now he's here running iRacing. Has a family now down there in Tennessee, so spends a lot of his time catering to his beautiful daughters. Kelly out there always being very supportive wife of Dobbs and his adventures here with iRacing, but right now she needs to give him a little nudge and tell him, let's go, old son. O'Berry sideways. O'Berry was more sideways than my glasses there as I almost jumped out of the chair, as O'Berry was definitely pointed towards the infield wall, but he was able to correct that 33. Now Jamie Leach is sideways. Track temperature here tonight in Chicago is blistering. It's in the mid-90s here, so that's why you see these drivers all sorts of out of shape, really having to hang on to their cars. We're about halfway into a fuel run here next time by. Actually, it was this time by as we're working lap number 12. Barry once again out of turn 2 was using that right rear tire up. Still Jordan Smith out front, being followed by Tiny Horse in that black number 3. Of course, Ryan Johnson comes in as our points championship leader. All he has to do here tonight is finish inside the top 10, and he will clinch the Season 5 IROC championship here with Salt Flat Racing. Right now, he wants more than just to take a top 10 as Jordan Smith is sideways. Tiny Horse going to have to try and go to the inside here down the back straightaway. Here comes Ryan Johnson. They'll go side by side. Jordan Smith knows he's in a bad spot now as he's to the outside here. Might be able to actually find a little grip. Both of them hanging it out. Both of them letting it eat on the right rear. Jordan Smith going to have a great run off the top side at the line. It's actually going to be... That's actually Ryan Johnson who got credited with the lap lead. Ryan Johnson leads that lap. As you ride on board with our Racing with Heroes on board coverage here. Off DJ Mitzel's driver's side post, watching the race leaders as they work down the back straightaway. Only had 2 race leaders at the line here tonight. Jordan Smith leading all but 1 lap. Last time by, Ryan Johnson was able to go ahead and put his name in the book. See DJ Mitzel starting to lose that front pack. We thought here tonight, coming into Chicagoland, that we were going to see the draft be a bigger factor than it has been so far here tonight. One driver still trying to work his way through the field here at the 56, the driver out of Texas. This is the dirt street stock champion of Stephen Pugh. Working his way up. The man. Battle at the race for the race lead at the line. It was the 3 once again. Ryan Johnson just crossing the line ahead of Jordan Smith. I think Jordan Smith has moved up there to find a little bit of grip as those tires are starting to wear out here tonight in the hot sun here in Chicagoland. A little bit of a cloud down here in 3 and 4, but the rest of the track under sunshine. The outside there, letting Johnson have the bottom. This time by, who is going to have it at the line? It'll be Jordan Smith taking back the race lead. So these two just playing the hot potato right now. As right behind them, Greg O'Berry picks off another one. Greg O'Berry has worked his way into the top 5 as he gets around Dobbsy. Dobbs falls back to 5th. Leach lost a position there too. And talked about position at the front. Jordan Smith leads him down the back straightaway. This time he's going to go down and try and pack a little air onto that number 3 of Johnson. See Jordan Smith sliding it around a little bit, letting it lean on that right rear tire. As they battled, Mitzel came right back into the fold of things here, and that's going to bring Greg O'Berry along with him. Racing Jason still hanging on with Jamie Leach. Cody Levitt's right there. You got to go a little bit farther back before you find these two drivers. They were side by side, but Stephen Pugh slid off the corner. That is the 31 out of Kutztown, Pennsylvania. That's the number 31 of Donald Bennett. Donald Bennett has picked up 3 spots since the drop of the green. Colton Farrow has really suffered since getting that right front damage on the number 62. The Sparks Nevada driver. Really off the pace here. Let's take a look here. Last time by, it was a 34.9. Second lap, your race leaders are a 34 flat, so almost a whole second off the race pace with that damage. As you can see, I'm still trying to hang on to that late model. Boy, is it all out of shape there. One of them coming to pit road here. Here comes Racing Jason. No, one of them going to go sliding past. That's the 56 of Stephen Pugh. Pugh was off track as green flag pit stops start to cycle through here. This is from our truck. See Pugh lock it up down into the grass and hangs the left. He'll come to pit road. That'll be unsafe pit entry for Stephen Pugh. You see right on board there, he locked it up and got her onto pit road, but it's not the way that he wanted to get there. There's the front 4. Smith, Johnson, O'Berry, Mitzel. As you saw Dobbs come off pit road. He's just working that inside lane. You got to remember, race fans, these drivers, yes, they're going to have to pit probably a good 2 times here tonight. DJ Mitzel going to turn it off last second. He'll come to pit road, and oh, he is hot coming into pit road. He's hot coming to pit road, and Stephen Pugh did get popped for an unsafe pit entry coming down pit road. Still sitting in his box. We're going to have to wait to see if DJ Mitzel's going to get one of those too. As we were talking about with these pit stops here tonight, we're going to have multiple pit stops here tonight at Chicagoland, so these drivers only having 1 set of fresh rubbers down there in pit road to put on these cars tonight, so they're going to have to be very cautious and selective of when they put those tires on and how hard and when do you push. O'Berry that time will be the race leader at the line. So 3 leaders now here tonight. And it does look like DJ Mitzel was able to get it down to pit road speed, so he will not get popped for too fast entering. Everybody back out on the racetrack right now. It was just Stephen Pugh with an unsafe pit entry in the 56. So as Greg O'Berry leads, the question being, when will O'Berry bring the 33? Here comes Jordan Smith. He'll peel off out of turn 4 that time, and it looks like he'll be able to get it blowed up. A little smoke out of the back end, but he'll come to pit road. So as Jordan Smith gives up his top 5 spot to make his first pit stop of the night, Tiny Horse still is yet to come. Jamie Leach and Cody Levitt also playing the long run strategy. First driver out of the, I should say that came off the track, was Racing Jason back on lap number 19. Looks like here they all come. Here comes all the rest of the drivers who have not come to pit road. As that'll be O'Berry, Johnson, Leach, Levitt, Bennett, Plauder, and Valenzuela all coming to pit road right here. Everybody else has made a pit stop at least tonight. Looks like everybody's able to hit their pit stall. Bennett comes in a little bit, slides the tires, but he does come into his pit stall. There comes Valenzuela. He'll hit his pit stall now. That should turn things over if he can get out here. It's going to be the 61 of DJ Mitzel. Let's see if he comes around to take the race lead. Greg O'Berry, Ryan Johnson, Jamie Leach all out of pit road, but they're down there and they're slower right now, as this will be the 61 of DJ Mitzel getting around, and he's actually got a tow Racing Jason right along with him. So race leader here on lap number 25 is DJ Mitzel. If he can come back around here, he'll lead his first laps of the evening. There's Racing Jason a little bit farther back, about a second and a half till you find 33 of Greg O'Berry. Everybody really has broken themselves apart right now. Literally the closest drivers on track got 38 of Cody Levitt and the 88 of Jamie Leach. Two teammates right now are running 5th and 6th. It looks like only one driver elected to take tires under that pit stop, and that's the number 5 of Jordan Smith. So he's going to take his tires here early and have a shorter pit stop at the end of this one, but he's going to have to go all the way to the end of this race on the set of tires that he has on now. His crew took 21.73 seconds to put 4 tires and fuel on that number 5. Jordan Smith last season was able to pick up a win at New Hampshire Motor Speedway, and then back at Gateway at the Worldwide Technology Raceway in the season opener at Michigan. This season, Jordan Smith's been able to win at the Phoenix International Raceway and at the Las Vegas Oval, which means, well, this is a sister track to Las Vegas. This track up in the upper Midwest, Las Vegas out in the middle of the desert. That's the only difference. But, man, the way that this track is driving here tonight, you would think we are definitely in Las Vegas. Pass for the race lead, though. The 98's coming out the gate, race fans. Here comes Racing Jason. At the line, DJ Mitzel. Still a battle for the race lead here as DJ Mitzel works the outside of the speedway. Dobbs has picked up a couple wins over his career here with the IROC series. Though you see that driver to the outside, that 61. He's only got one ever. And that was back at Kansas this season. Oh, sideways for Dobbs. Look at O'Berry. He is there. One of them down to the inside. I believe that's the 62 of Colton Farrow. It is the 62. Caution light's going to come onto the speedway. So the race lead that Mitzel, O'Berry, and Dobbs had rode out the window. Caution lights for the first time here tonight coming on. Take a look back here. What happened to actually Colton Farrell on this one? Gets into the wall out of turn 2, possibly. There's the 62. He's down on the grass. Truck not really having a good cue up on the 62. Let's see if we can rewind it back a little bit farther here. Watch the 62 of Colton Farrell. Let's see what actually happens to the driver out of the bottom. See if he gets that car a little sideways. He's been very loose here tonight. Well, he actually doesn't even get the wall. He just loops it around and a very lazy spin into the infield, which is actually good for him. He doesn't actually hit anything like we first suspected. But caution lights coming on here for that solo spin out of turn number 2 for Colton Farrow. And as that's a solo spin, there's a race off pit road, and it's going to be won by Racing Jason. Then it's going to be Cody Levitt, Jamie Leach, Jordan Smith, DJ Mitzel coming from the lead all the way to 5th under the the yellow flag pit cycles. So that'll change things up. Just over the halfway home here tonight. And what do you say, race fans? We haven't got to talk to this driver a whole heck of a lot this season. Let's dial him up and see if he's got his ears on here. Racing Jason, you got a copy?
What's up, Roger?
Well, Jason, you're running good here tonight at Chicago, over halfway home in this one. What's the game plan here? Because you got one wicked fast hot rod.
Just trying to hold on to it. It's a little loose, but car feels real good. You know, I like it. So we just gotta stay calm and see what happens here. That's the main thing. Calm, Roger. Calm.
Well, that is something that you just gotta roll with it here. And tell us about the car. You said it's loose. How loose is it? Is it really eating those tires up tonight?
Yeah, I think the fresher tires was really like, it's kind of tight going in the corner, and then you I don't want to throw my tricks out there, but I kind of been playing with the throttle on and off to get out. But the worn tires, I think, are a major key, and that's all I'm going to say. Roger, can't give out my things here.
Well, it's just you and I, right?
Oh yeah, but you know, there might be somebody listening in there. Come on.
Well, you never know if that Josiah Millen character's out there listening in here tonight, Dobbs, but it looks like next time by we're going to get that 1 to go marker. So good luck the rest of the way, and bring that beautiful looking car home here tonight on a podium.
Hey, we'll try our best, buddy.
There you hear it, race fans. He's holding a pretty wheel tonight, and he's looking pretty fast. It's the driver out of Crossville, Tennessee. He's just going to be calm. Calm, race fans. That's all he wants to be here to the end. He'll restart P number 1. Starting next to him will be the 38 of Cody Levitt. Then it'll be Jamie Leach, Jordan Smith, DJ Mitzel, Darrell Clutter, Danny Valenzuela, Russ Hancock, Donald Bennett, and Greg O'Berry. Looks like a lot of those drivers did go ahead and just top off with fuel. One driver did put tires on. 2 drivers, actually. It's going to be Ryan Johnson and Greg O'Berry. They did put 4 tires on. Greg O'Berry is back down to see if he can slam a little bit more fuel in there. They're just outside the window of being able to make it all the way. Maybe Greg O'Berry is going to try to stretch that fuel run. I just don't know if he can get that much fuel into that 33 to go the rest of the way. It'll be close, and, well, we'll see. We'll see if he can do it. He'll come off pit road very gingerly onto the throttle. There you see him as they assemble down the back straightaway 2 by 2. We're turning him loose with 34 laps here tonight into the books. Cody Levitt hasn't been able to lead a lap here tonight as he'll restart to the outside of Racing Jason. Looking to see if he can tame the beast here tonight in Chicago. Wonder if he's going to be eating some deep dish pizza. I went out to Las Vegas a couple seasons back, and that's correct, but wrong use of it, a couple years ago. And I can tell you, race fans, I had pizza from a couple different places in Las Vegas. They don't know what pizza is. Kind of spoiled here on the East Coast. iRacing pace car down and away off the racing surface. Let's turn them back loose. 34 in the books. Dobbs and Levitt out front here at Chicagoland. They run side by side down into turn number 1. Jordan Smith right there also lurking into the background, seeing which one of these drivers are going to get the better run off of turn number 2. Right now, Levitt is showing the way over Dobbs. You can see it's now sunny down in 3 and 4. It was cloud cover earlier. Now the sun has come back out. It will be Dobbs possibly. Oh, here comes Levitt with a huge run out of 4 at the line. It's going to be Dobbs leading this one. Dobbs leads at the line. Levitt pushes a little bit into the corner. It looks like Smith really took a big arc into that corner. Here comes the 61 of DJ Mitzel now ready to rumble at the front of this one. He's bringing Jamie Leach, and it looks like Leach has been into the outside wall with that 88. But right now, he's able to hold into that as though Dobbs is up the speedway. Levitt goes up the speedway. They're going to open up the door. Here comes the youngster from Texas. Jordan Smith is right there. DJ Mitzel, though, says, hey, don't forget about me. I'll stick the nose in this Pontiac down here. Pontiac built excitement, and I bring the excitement. There they are, your top 5. Levitt not quite able to hold that outside momentum in that 38 machine, so he'll lose the battle for the race lead for the time being. And now he's got a battle with that guy. The number 5 of Jordan Smith will be lurking down to the inside as they come out of turn number 4. It'll be 23 laps to go, and the battle is for the race lead. They all got to get around that Tennessee boy. Look at Russ Hancock right now. He had to start towards the back of this field here tonight. He actually started. Technically, it would have been back into that 12th, or actually that's the 13th position, if I'm reading that correctly. As he actually got bumped up one spot, but our timing and scoring telling us he started back dead last here tonight. So Russ Hancock is actually up 7 spots into the 6th position. As you see the 33 of Greg O'Berry right behind him, you see the 3 of Ryan Johnson also. Those 2 drivers did put 4 fresh tires on under that caution flag. Everybody else, other than a couple drivers here tonight, Jordan Smith, we know he'd taken his 4 fresh tires on that first green flag pit cycle. As they're all chasing that Tennessee boy. Look at him, 3 wide down into 3. 11th to the outside, Smith in the middle, the 61 of Mitzel. As Dobbs is going to come to pit road. This is a scheduled stop here for Dobbs. He wants to be the first one to hit pit road, get his fuel, and get back out. But it's got to be a very clean stop here for the driver of the 98, so he can come out of the gate here tonight. It'll be his final pit stop. That's now the race leader. Jordan Smith is your race leader. 20 laps to go. You can officially make it from this point on. Stephen Pugh also coming to pit road that time by. Will anybody else peel off? Your top 4 drivers, they're all going to stay out here. Top 5 stay out, 6 stay out, 7. Everybody else going to stay out here. Everybody else is at least going to go for a very long run here. Maybe just stop for a splash of fuel at the end. There you see Dobbs coming out of pit road in his 98. He's down on the apron. He has to wait to merge to the blue commitment line on the back straightaway. Right there it is. He can now come up into traffic. See if he can sniff a little bit of that draft and get the 98 wound back up here tonight. He pitted as the race leader with 21 laps to go. We'll see when they come back. O'Berry sideways that time out of turn number 4. You saw that car on the big wiggle out of the rear end of it. Under 20 laps to go. Bennett trying to pick up a spot here. I believe that's actually not a battle for position. That's just a one car in between him and Darryl Clark. That is going to be the 62 of Colton Farrell. Farrell working the outside of the speedway, holding back that 31 of Donald Bennett. Bennett back here running into the 9th spot. Back in 10th is Danny Valenzuela, and he's actually down on pit road right now. There you see the driver of that 04 down on pit road. As he's down on pit road, he's actually going to put tires on his car as the race leaders are going by. DJ Mitzel that time at the line. So Mitzel showing the muscle, flexing a little bit here. This is the battle for the race lead. DJ Mitzel. He said he wanted to branch out this year. He wanted to try something different, something that, you know, a lot of drivers on iRacing, they see the name DJ Mitzel and they think right away, Super Speedway driver. That's all he runs. He runs the Super Speedway series on the Turn 3 Racing Network on on Sunday evenings. Well, that's incorrect, actually. DJ Mitzel, a very accomplished iRacer here. Not just on the Super Speedway side of things. Challenge him to a race at the South Boston Speedway with the little Legends cars. I dare you. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. Jordan Smith says, I'll take the challenge from him. As Smith down to the inside here, trying to take the race lead back. It'll be 16 to go. Heads up race at the front of the field. Tiny Horse, Greg O'Berry, Darrell Lauder. They're actually all starting to run down your race leaders. They're faster by about a 1/10 of a second each lap. Of course, your race leaders are running side by side right now. Last time by at the line, it was a 34 flat to a 33.9 for Ryan Johnson and Greg O'Berry, both drivers having identical times when they came across the line. 15 to go. 15 to go when they get back here. Who will lead this lap? Mitzel's trying to make that Pontiac as wide as he can, and boy, were both those drivers pointed like they were going to slap each other's doors off coming out of turn 4. Side-by-side for the race lead, side-by-side for third place. Cody Levitt and Jamie Leach also side-by-side, the 2 team cars. Side-by-side with more team cars back there. You see the coaster drivers. 62 of Clauder and the 26 of Clauder and the 62 of Farrow. You tell the difference in those cars as Darrell rocks the teal, the blue rims. And, of course, the 62 of Colton Farrow rocking the black ones here tonight. At the line, Jordan Smith going to lead that lap. So Smith leads over Mitzel. Mitzel led the lap before. They keep passing it back and forth again. As Smith's going to be a little sideways down there in the middle of turn number 2. But he was able to hold the power. Very impressive, being able to just drive that number 5 off the corner. Of Smith lurking to the inside with the momentum. Nope, going to be Mitzel this time. So back and forth. Back and forth. Ryan Johnson trying to push Greg O'Berry, and here comes Donald Bennett now. He'll get underneath that 62 of Colton Ferry's been following him up through the field. Trying to sneak off the top 5 here yet tonight for the 31 of Bennett. Bennett, of course, missed a week back when he was getting his iRacing rig set up, his brand new one. Racing from that here tonight. And now he's all over the rear of the number 3 of Ryan Johnson. Battle for the race lead, and they just don't give up, race fans. Jamie Leach is right there, and now Jamie Leach has to decide. Oh, sideways for the 61 of Mitzel. He was sideways, and it looked like he was going to put the left front on the right door of that number 5, and Jamie Leach had to really think about what he wanted to do there. And another run off the bottom side, but the momentum's going to carry. Look at Bennett. He's going to work his way to the inside of that number 3 there of Johnson that time. So now Bennett will pull back into that 5th spot. He's on a mission. He doesn't have new tires on that 31, I don't believe. We'll have to see if Race Control can get us that information here for one of our pit reporters. But Bennett now all over the back end of that number 33 of Greg O'Berry. You can't miss either of those cars. I mean, if this was an Easter egg hunt, you would definitely be able to find that green number 33 and the orange number 31. Everybody now single file, except for the race leaders. Jordan Smith going to lead that lap. 10 to go. The double high 5 from the flag stand. 10 laps to go here in Chicago. Still anybody's race. There you see the 19. That is Russ Hancock. He'll come off pit road. He'll now reinsert himself into the field. 98 out the gate. Racing Jason. He's been into the outside wall a little bit with the 98. He's only actually back up to running in the 9th spot. He's still got to chase down the battle for that race lead. Jordan Smith this time looks like he's got about a half a car length on Mitzel coming out of 4, but look at the momentum carry. That 61 right back up to run it dead even at the line, but it is the number 5 of Jordan Smith when they cross the line. O'Berry, now here comes Bennett to the outside of O'Berry, and Bennett's going to make the outside work. He made the inside work to get around Ryan Johnson. Now he flexes a little bit of those muscles, and, well, Bennett says, I used to be a wrestler. I'll challenge you at any point. So now Bennett would like to put himself in victory lane. No teammate here tonight for Donald Bennett to work with, as he's just got a couple guys in TeamSpeak to talk to, possibly. Maybe bounce some strategy back and forth. But he's got no friendly foes out there that are going to push him to a victory here tonight. That's the 33 of Greg O'Berry, as Greg O'Berry now goes back down to the bottom side of the speedway. As the 31 of Bennett's going to pick off the 38 of Cody Levitt. DJ Mitzel, remember, he was battling for the race lead. Well, now he's back here running into, oh boy, running it into the corner a little deep there. Smith checked up, Leach had to check up, and oh boy, the 61 is sideways. How he did not just turn that 61 back across the entire field here on the front straightaway as we came to get 7 laps to go, I'll never know. That'll put Bennett now, the man that's on the hunt here. He is hungry like a wolf. Oh boy, as he moved up 8 spots to find himself now running 3rd. He's got Cody Levitt behind him, and that's a friendly foe, but Will Levitt push that 31. I remember about 6 years ago, as we get 6 laps to go, Bennett and Levitt actually graduating out of the Forza stables here to the iRacing.com platform. I remember a race back, and if I remember right, it was Road Atlanta. It was the short course over there. They were running a, the British Touring Car Championship style. A whole bunch of different cars into one group all running together. I remember Bennett was going to get lapped by the 38 of Cody Levitt at the time, and of course some terrible net code happened, and Levitt actually ended up being inside the 31 of Bennett's car, and it turned Bennett into the wall. And let's just tell you, Bennett wasn't too happy with Levitt there. I don't think they talked for about a week and a half, but they have since, in 6 years, kissed and made up. And now Bennett is actually pulling away from the 38 of Cody Levitt here. Jordan Smith, Jamie Leach, and Donald Bennett right now are your top 3 drivers, as they got the hi, how are you last time by. 5 to go. Bennett's actually going to slap the left side tires off the apron there a little bit, and he got that car squirrely. Couple drivers coming to pit road. Ryan Johnson, Greg O'Berry down on pit road. There you see the 3 of Ryan Johnson coming down. 4 laps to go. He cannot make it on fuel. There's the 3 cars, your front 3. Smith, Leach, and Bennett. 4 to go. Can anybody make it? Looks like Greg O'Berry actually got popped for too fast. Entering pit road, here comes Jordan Smith. And oh boy, he's coming in real hot. He's going to slide all 4 tires. Jamie Leach will come with. It's 3 laps to go, and Donald Bennett now is the race leader. Bennett will pick up his first lap lead here tonight. And actually, that's the first lap that Bennett has led all season. One of the veterans of the series here. Really, it hurt Bennett to switch to the super late model this season. But here he is with a chance to park it in victory lane. Popsicle sticks. 2 laps to go. 3 more miles of racing for Bennett. It's Bennett, it's Levitt, it's Smith. Or it's Mitzel, then Smith. 3 drivers have not come back to pit road. They're going to try and run the fuel tank out. Bennett's going to duck down to the inside. He's going to try and get a draft off the car that just came out of pit road ahead of him. He's going to see if he can pull this one off. It'll be 1 to go this time by for Bennett. And Bennett has been in waters like this before, where he's been leading on the white flag lap and disappointment sets in out of turn 4. Let's see if he can get it done here tonight. Final time into turn number 1. It'll be the final time out of turn number 2. He's got the 33 of Greg O'Berry out in front of him. He'll be able to take a little bit of draft off. And right now, I think Bennett's out of fuel. Bennett's not out of fuel, actually. He just kind of burped it. We'll see. 2 more corners. Turn 3 looks good for the 31 of Bennett. Turn 4, here he comes. He is out of fuel. Bennett is out of fuel, coming across the line to pick up his first win ever in Salt Flat. Donald Bennett will go to victory lane in round number 11. Cody Levitt coasts across the line in second. Jordan Smith is third. DJ Mitzel is going to get beat out by Ryan Johnson at the line. So it'll be Johnson in fourth, and Mitzel's out of fuel, so it's actually going to be Dobbs getting around him also. What a race. There is Bennett. He is out of fuel, coasting down the back straightaway. Wow, first time winner with the IROC series. He's been in this series since season number 1. He has had podium finishes a handful of times. He's got beaten last season when he thought it was going to be his race, and out of turn number 4, Quincy Atkins just barely got around the 31. So tonight, Bennett will go to victory lane, as there you see Jordan Smith coming up and giving him congratulations. He'll give him a push back here to the start-finish line. Your official top 3 drivers here tonight. The 31 of Bennett in victory lane. The 38 of Levitt is second. And the 5 of Jordan Smith is third here tonight. Wow, what a race. And it came down to fuel strategy, just like it always does here with the IROC series. So Bennett, unfortunately, won't be able to do no burnouts for us. Maybe Jordan will show him how to do burnouts without any fuel. Maybe he'll help him out. We're going to take a quick break here, race fans. We're going to get ready for our Jordan Henn Racing post-race show here tonight for round number 11. We'll be back with Bennett, Levitt, and Smith after this. Welcome back here, race fans, to the Chicagoland Speedway here, located just outside of the city of Chicago. You see it in the background. Well, that's the first time you saw that here tonight, and you know what else is the first time that something happened here tonight? Donald Bennett, the driver out of Kutztown, Pennsylvania, will go to victory lane as he's standing by over here, getting high fives from literally, I think, everybody that's here at the Speedway tonight. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get down to the Jordan Henn Racing post-race show here with the driver that is in victory lane. And Donald, it's been a long time coming for you here, a long-time competitor. Let's first start this off with congratulations, but where the heck did you save enough fuel in that 31 tonight?
I clutched it. I knew it was going to be close. There was only a few of us that last caution that came down and topped off. And I said, I'm going to come down, something my teammates have always taught me. And here we are, it was a lot of clutching though.
You've had so many heartbreaks over the seasons, all the way from Forza here to iRacing, of coming out of the final turn on the final lap and running out of fuel. Did that play back through your mind once again here tonight?
No. It was just one of them things where I knew it was going to come sooner or later. Unfortunately, or not fortunately, I guess I should say, it took 6 seasons in IROC. I thought last year at Michigan I had it, and Quincy snuck it out on me, but here we are. I wish my teammate was here, but it's funny because I didn't make our dirt race last week and he won, and he didn't make the race this week and I won. So
what you're telling me is one of you's got to miss the race for one of you's to go to victory lane.
No, I miss Joe. I wish he was here. I always enjoy running with him. I enjoy running with everybody in the league, and it's great to finally get it done.
You do get it done here tonight at Chicago. Probably wasn't the track that you had penciled on the schedule to pick up a win, but you're able to do it here tonight. Congratulations, Donald. Before we let you go, what are your thoughts, though, heading in to the Tricky Triangle next week?
Well, Pocono's the home track. I always do well there. I haven't turned many laps with the super late model there, but I do enjoy the track. It's really fun, and I always run well, and we always put on a really good show there. So,
well, before we let you go, Donald, the red carpet is yours for the first time ever. The microphone is yours. Who do you got to thank for a great run here tonight?
First off, I always want to thank my wife. She puts up with my shenanigans, let me come back here and spending a lot of money on iRacing stuff, and my appreciation goes out to her. I love her to death. But I also want to thank my teammates, Josiah, Cody, Jordan, Jamie. I'm going to thank Roger, as always. I mean, you kind of helped me get to where I'm at. And I want to thank the league, Danny, and everybody in the admin team. It's been fun. It really is. I can't wait to get to Pocono.
There you hear it from your winner tonight, race fans. Donald Bennett parks the 31 for the first time ever, picking up a Salt Flat IROC Series win. 5 seasons in the IROC Series, 1 season in the Shootout Series, and he finally is able to break through that glass ceiling. Now we'll find out when he heads to the home state in Pennsylvania, when he heads to the honeymoon capital of the world, if he can go honeymooning in Long Pond, Pennsylvania at Pocono Raceway just next week. He picks up the win here tonight, and the driver out of Las Vegas, though, finishes second. Cody, a great run by you also in this 38 crew. How did you save enough fuel to just coast off of turn 4?
Oh man, just a lot of clutching. I noticed with like 15 to go, I was like, I'm within a lap or two of being able to make it if I didn't clutch. So I was like, well, we'll see what happens. And I kept seeing that ticker go down and my enthusiasm going up because we ended up making it. So yes, I did run out, but we made it.
You did run out. You made it. Were you worried, though, because you knew Donald pitted 2 laps after you did? He came back down on that 1-to-go marker to put fuel in the 31, and you didn't. Did you think about coming to pit road to top back off, or were you set on that strategy from the time you came back out of pit road?
I guess I was kind of set. At first, I wasn't, just because I was like, if there's another caution, I didn't put tires on this entire race either. So if there was another caution, I was come down and, obviously fill up and put new rubber on, but that caution never came. So I had to try to risk something to try to get a win or a good finish, because I'm not going to catch Ryan if I don't finish good, because he finishes well every single race.
Well, tonight, Randy Johnson missing in action. You came into the night 3rd in the championship standings. You will actually now leapfrog Randy Johnson, and you will take that 2nd spot up. And the unfortunate thing I can tell you here, I hate to be the one to break the bad news to you, but by Ryan Johnson finishing in 4th here tonight, he has actually wrapped up that championship. So what is it next week when we go to Pocono? Is it just parking in Victory Lane?
Oh, definitely. We're good at Pocono. I feel like I'm solid there in most cars we run. I hate the track with the first, 15 laps or so, and then after you get into that groove, it's just a blast. So, I'm excited for next week.
Well, we'll let you get ready there, Cody. Maybe go gamble a little bit on the strip and bet it all on Pocono next week. Who do you got to thank for a great run here tonight?
Got to thank my teammates for sure. Got to thank Jordan, got to thank Donald, got to thank Jamie. Jamie especially for pushing me back up here to the finish line before he left. Got to thank you for putting this broadcast on. You're an awesome dude. Love to see you out here racing with us sometime soon. Hopefully that happens. Got to thank Danny. Got to thank everyone that puts on Salt Flat in general. And yeah, man, go Knights go. Also, they're playing right now. We're losing.
It's never good. Tonight, Cody Levitt, though, gambles, and he comes up big with a podium spot. He'll finish 2nd, gaining 6 spots overall here tonight to finish just there, sandwiched in between Bennett and Smith. Finishing 3rd, though, well, you already know where this one's going. Jordan, a solid run, dominating number 5 car here tonight. You just came up short at the end of this one. 27 seconds back. Where did you go, Cotton Eye Joe?
That's a good way to put it. Really, I think the part I messed up on was A, not coming down the top off that last caution, but also B, just racing too hard with DJ there. I didn't really think we could make it with, I think it was like 27, 26 laps to go. So I didn't think I could save enough. So I just went for it, raced too hard, was about 2 laps short, so came down, topped it off with a gallon, and that was all she wrote. Finished 3rd, even though I was bad quick.
Yeah, this 5 car was quick. Tell us about the battle, though. You and DJ Mitzel were side by side for I can't count that high, so I don't know how many laps it actually was. You want me to lie to you? I don't know. But how was that battle side by side? Those cars both looked wicked loose.
Yeah, it was very interesting. I know I would get him on the entry in the middle of the corner, and then he would get me corner off. A lot of running the bottom is throttle control and if you go just too much or you gas it up while you're sideways, you're just going to spin. As the run kept going on, though, the tires kind of got warm enough so they'd stick a little bit better. But man, that was a lot of fun. It was really difficult. I got to give major props to both DJ and Ryan, and everybody raced around me. They all raced really cleanly.
Well, you heard me talk to the other two and ask them what their thoughts were next week. And what do you think about next week? I know you love the Turkey Triangle.
Yeah, I really like the track. I don't really like getting on pit road as much. I know for sure that Cody and Jamie are really quick there, so I'm gonna have to learn a little bit from them because I've only ran it once in the IROC series last season, and then never in this car. So definitely gonna have to do some practice, see how it races. But in the Cup cars and the Xfinity cars, I really love it. So I'm excited.
Well, great finish here tonight, Jordan. Who helped you get this one done for third?
Obviously, got to thank Cody, Jamie, and Donald's always a big help. Just come up with a strategy, even if I get kind of pulled an audible, changed tires early, or ran too hard. But they always have good strategy, as you can see by them finishing first and second. But got to thank you for putting on an awesome broadcast every week. Always love listening to your voice call the race. And really, yeah, that's about it. It was a good, fun race.
Well, there you hear from Jordan Smith as he rounds out our podium finishers tonight. But it was the first time winner of Donald Bennett going to victory lane in that 31 machine. It's been a long time coming, and boy, there's probably nobody more happier right now to bark in victory lane than he is. He's one of the drivers that has spent the most time here with the IROC series without picking up his first win. So he'll notch that into his belt now, and he'll carry that back home to the state of Pennsylvania to wind down the season next week at the Pocono Raceway. What one heck of a race we had here tonight. I wish we could do it all again. Line them back up right now and bring them back out. Let's see who can win. We'll call it round 11.2, but unfortunately it looks like everybody has loaded up their IROCs and they are out of here tonight. They're already going to head to Pocono, Pennsylvania. A lot of lakes up there that they're going to go relax, go fishing, and get their minds right to go racing again next week for round number 12 for the season finale. Another 60 laps at Pocono coming up, but man, who's going to win round number 12 next week? I don't know, race fans. Maybe we'll start up a poll and start a little bit of a pool here and see who we can get to will themselves to victory lane. Until we catch you next week, though, race fans, remember, first-time winner here in Chicago. Can we do it again next week? For everybody at the Salt Flat IROC Series, Salt Flat Racing, everybody over at the Jordan Henn Racing Team, Taz Motorsports, Pay-to-Win Setups, Racing with Heroes, Finesse Laser Design, and Griffith Stone. I'm Roger Muth with the Turn 3 Racing Network, and we hope you enjoyed this show here from Chicago. We'll catch you 7 days from now in Pocono.